Kevin Mitnick, a name that would become synonymous with the dark arts of hacking, a figure both feared and revered in the burgeoning world of the internet, a name whispered in hushed tones in the early days of the internet, in the shadows of the digital realm. His exploits were the stuff of legend, tales of a phantom who could slip through the cracks of any system. He was a legend, a phantom, a master of deception in the digital world. His skills were unparalleled, his methods unorthodox, and his audacity unmatched. Born in Los Angeles in 1963, Mitnick's childhood was marked by both intelligence and a thirst for adventure. Growing up in the sprawling suburbs of the city, he was a curious and precocious child, always eager to learn and explore. He discovered computers at a young age, and his natural curiosity soon morphed into an insatiable desire to explore their hidden depths. The flickering screens and the hum of the machines captivated him, drawing him into a world of endless possibilities. Mitnick was a quick study, devouring technical manuals and experimenting with code. He spent countless hours poring over books and tinkering with hardware, driven by a relentless quest for knowledge. He saw the potential of computers not just as tools, but as gateways to a world of information and power. To him, they were more than just machines. They were keys to unlocking the secrets of the digital universe. Mitnick's early exploits were those of a typical teenage hacker, albeit one with an exceptional aptitude. He was a digital prodigy, a young mind with an uncanny ability to navigate the complexities of computer systems. He engaged in phone phreaking, manipulating telephone systems to make free calls and explore the network's inner workings. This was his first taste of the power that came with understanding and exploiting technology. He reveled in the challenge, the thrill of outsmarting a system designed to be impenetrable. Each successful hack was a testament to his skill and ingenuity, a victory in his ongoing battle against the digital establishment. But Mitnick's ambitions soon outgrew the limitations of phone phreaking. The more he learned, the more he realized that the true power lay in the vast, interconnected world of computer networks. He craved greater challenges, more complex systems to unravel, and more significant targets to conquer. The digital frontier was expanding, and Mitnick was determined to be at the forefront of this new era. His playground was about to expand, and with it the stakes of his digital games. The world was becoming more connected, and Mitnick saw this as an opportunity to push the boundaries of what was possible. The allure of the hack was irresistible to Mitnick. It was a siren call, drawing him deeper into the labyrinth of cyberspace, where each new challenge was a puzzle waiting to be solved. It wasn't about money or malice, it was about the puzzle, the intellectual pursuit of knowledge and control. For Mitnick, hacking was an art form, a way to test the limits of his intellect and creativity. He was driven by an insatiable curiosity, a need to understand how things worked, and more importantly, how to bend them to his will. This relentless drive would become both his greatest strength and his ultimate downfall. This drive, coupled with his undeniable talent, would soon propel him onto a collision course with the authorities, setting the stage for one of the most captivating cat-and-mouse chases in the history of cybersecurity. The digital outlaw was about to become a legend. The digital outlaw was about to become a legend. His journey from a curious child to a notorious hacker would leave an indelible mark on the world of cybersecurity, forever changing the way we think about the digital frontier. Mitnick's first serious brush with the law came in 1981, when he was just 17 years old. It was a pivotal moment that would set the stage for his future exploits and notoriety. He was caught breaking into the offices of Pacific Bell, a major telecommunications company, and stealing computer manuals. This wasn't just a random act of teenage rebellion. It was a calculated move to gain access to the company's vast network and the secrets it held. Mitnick's actions were driven by a deep-seated curiosity and an insatiable desire to understand the inner workings of complex systems. He wasn't content with merely reading about technology. He wanted to experience it firsthand, to push the boundaries of what was possible. The authorities were starting to take notice of the young hacker, but they had yet to grasp the full extent of his abilities. They saw him as a nuisance, a minor threat that could be easily contained. Little did they know, Mitnick was just getting started. The arrest, rather than deterring Mitnick, seemed to fuel his desire to push the boundaries even further. He saw it as a challenge, a test of his skills against the growing forces arrayed against him. It was a game of cat and mouse, and Mitnick was determined to stay one step ahead. He delved deeper into the world of hacking, honing his skills, developing new techniques, and becoming increasingly adept at covering his tracks. Each successful hack was a learning experience, a chance to refine his methods and improve his craft. Mitnick's journey into the digital underworld was not just about breaking into systems, it was about mastering the art of deception. He became a ghost in the machine, an invisible presence that could slip in and out of networks without leaving a trace. He was learning from his mistakes, becoming more cunning and elusive with each passing day. His ability to adapt and evolve made him a formidable adversary, one that law enforcement agencies struggled to keep up with. Mitnick's targets grew in stature, from telecommunications companies to software giants like IBM and Motorola. He wasn't motivated by financial gain. He sought information, knowledge, and the thrill of the chase. Each new target was a puzzle to be solved, a challenge to be conquered. He wasn't motivated by financial gain. He sought information, knowledge, and the thrill of the chase. The more complex the system, the more determined he became to crack it. It was an intellectual pursuit, a quest for understanding that drove him to take greater risks. He was a master of social engineering, using his charisma and technical prowess to manipulate people into revealing sensitive information. Mitnick understood that the human element was often the weakest link in any security system, and he exploited it to his advantage. He could convince anyone to give him the keys to the kingdom, often without them even realizing they had been compromised. His ability to blend technical skill with psychological manipulation made him a unique and dangerous figure in the world of hacking. The FBI was now fully aware of Kevin Mitnick. His name had become a fixture in their daily briefings, a constant reminder of the elusive prey they were determined to capture. Mitnick was no ordinary hacker. He was a master manipulator of the digital realm, a ghost in the machine who could slip through the cracks of even the most secure systems. His exploits were making headlines, and his name was becoming synonymous with a new breed of criminal, the hacker. The media painted him as a digital Robin Hood, a genius who could outsmart the best minds in cybersecurity. But to the authorities, he was a dangerous criminal who posed a significant threat to national security. He was a ghost, a digital phantom, who could slip through the cracks of even the most secure systems. Mitnick's ability to infiltrate networks and evade detection was unparalleled. He could breach firewalls, bypass passwords, and navigate through the labyrinth of cyberspace with ease. His skills were so advanced that even the most sophisticated security measures seemed like child's play to him. The authorities were determined to bring him to justice, but Mitnick was always one step ahead, disappearing into the digital ether before they could close in. Every time they thought they had him cornered, he would vanish, leaving behind only a trail of digital breadcrumbs. It was as if he could predict their every move, staying just out of reach. A tense game of cat and mouse ensued, with Mitnick taunting authorities, leaving behind digital breadcrumbs and clues to his whereabouts, only to vanish again before they could catch up. He seemed to take pleasure in the chase, toying with the FBI like a predator playing with its prey. Each clue he left was a challenge, a puzzle for them to solve, but always leading to a dead end. He became a master of deception, using aliases, spoofing phone numbers, and exploiting vulnerabilities in the nascent internet to stay one step ahead of the law. Mitnick's knowledge of telecommunications was unparalleled. He could manipulate phone systems to create false identities, making it nearly impossible for the authorities to track him down. His ability to blend into the digital landscape was nothing short of extraordinary. He was a moving target, a digital chameleon who could blend into the background noise of the internet. Mitnick's ability to adapt and change his tactics kept the FBI on their toes. He could disappear into the vast expanse of cyberspace, only to reappear in the most unexpected places. His unpredictability made him a formidable adversary. Mitnick's ability to evade capture only added to his mystique. He became a legend in the hacking community, a symbol of defiance against the establishment. To many, he was a hero, a modern-day outlaw who challenged the status quo. But to the FBI, he was a menace, a criminal mastermind who needed to be stopped at all costs. He became a folk hero to some, a symbol of rebellion against authority in a world increasingly dominated by technology. Mitnick's story resonated with those who felt oppressed by the growing power of the digital age. He was seen as a champion of individual freedom, a rogue who dared to stand up to the system. His exploits were celebrated in underground circles, and his legend grew with each new escape. To others, he was a dangerous criminal, a threat to national security who needed to be stopped. The FBI saw him as a ticking time bomb, a hacker whose skills could be used for far more sinister purposes. They feared what he might do next, and the pressure to capture him intensified with each passing day. The line between admiration and fear blurred as Mitnick's legend grew and the chase intensified. Public opinion was divided. Some saw him as a genius, others as a villain. The media coverage only fueled the fire, turning Mitnick into a larger-than-life figure. The FBI knew that capturing him was not just about stopping a criminal, but about reclaiming control over the narrative. The hunter and the hunted were locked in a digital duel, the outcome of which would have far-reaching consequences for the future of cybersecurity. The stakes were high, and both sides knew that the battle was about more than just one man. It was a clash of ideologies, a fight for the future of the digital world. The game of cat and mouse had become a war, and only time would tell who would emerge victorious.